Morning, Mark.
Hi, Steve. We're back.
We're back. It's been a while.
Hope you had a good summer.
We missed this. I've missed this.
Yeah. We're looking at the hymn of the day for the 16th Sunday after Pentecost, which is Lutheran Service Book 849.
This is an awesome hymn.
Yeah. Praise the one who breaks the darkness.
This could be a rock song.
I'll let you work on that.
You don't want that. What do you like about this hymn, Mark?
Well, so a couple of the things. First of all, I really like the tune Beach Spring. It's very simple. It's very comforting. But I suppose that makes sense then, because the text is especially poignant. It has a lot of repetition of the word praise. It has all these sort of short little strophes. You know, praise the one who breaks the darkness. Praise the one who pierced the dark. Praise the one. Let us praise. Praise. It repeats itself a whole lot, but I think it needs to. The message of healing is one that's very prevalent in the readings for this Sunday. So maybe you can talk a little bit about that as far as how that ties in.
I love how this hymn, because you have your praise hymns, and you got kind of your gospel theological hymns, right? And this is the whole deal. It takes you in a straight line from God's action, breaking the darkness, healing, raising up children, driving out demons,
right,
to what this really does for us, right? If we buy into this thing that God is doing in the world, it turns our life into one of praise.
Right.
So I appreciate you pointing that out. The lessons this Sunday really dovetail. I mean, they go together. They're really one lesson with this hymn, because it's the Father who brings His Son to Jesus, and the Son is afflicted by a mute spirit. And we kind of wonder why it means mute spirit. We're going to talk about that. But the boy has kind of like an epileptic type thing. He has these fits, and the demon tries to throw him into water and throw him into fires. And his father's at his wit's end. He actually brought the boy to the disciples. The disciples couldn't do anything. And they're kind of embarrassed, right? There's a crowd, and they're in an argument with the scribes. And then Jesus comes down from the mountain of transfiguration, and the father sees him, and he says, "Oh, thank God that you're here, right? Can you heal my boy?"
If you can.
If you can, right? And Jesus says, "Can I?"
If
right?
you
If I
can.
can, he says, "All things are possible to one who believes." And the Father has this beautiful prayer, which has to be our prayer. And it's the prayer that leads ultimately to healing and thanksgiving. He says, "I believe, help my unbelief." And it's a prayer. And this is the thing you ought to pray, right? Because does it. And at the end, Jesus heals the boy, and at the end he says, it's the prayer, right? What the disciples say, "Why couldn't we do it?" He said, "You weren't praying, right? You didn't ask me." So it's the one who breaks the darkness, who blesses the children, who drives out demons. This is Jesus Christ, and this is our reason to rejoice.
It is. And it's not just because Jesus can do it, but it's, again, going back to what you said about the faith that we have in Christ. And I get a little annoyed when I see things on the internet. That's an easy way to get annoyed. But when
problem right there.
Exactly. But so here we are. This is Wednesday at noon, and we're still not sure where Hurricane Florence is going to go, if we're going to get hit or anything like that. But it seems like any time there's a natural disaster like this, people are on the internet saying, make sure that you pray, and then there's the counter response like, what good is that going to do? That sort of a thing. I find that frustrating, because to me it seems it sort of degrades prayer into this expectation that we just say, "God, give me what I want because I said so," and that's not how this works. It's very, very important to remember that.
So it's interesting you brought that up, because that's actually where the sermon's going to go. Jesus doesn't just come to meet needs. He actually comes to take our needs and make them His. Right? His heart goes out to this father and the boy, right? And but also, He fills our needs with Himself. So with His dying and His rising, He fills us with what He does, the way that He. So it's not merely, this is secularism, right? Hey, church, if you can do some good stuff for me, then sure, I'll come. Jesus, if you can heal me and take care of me, sure, I'll come. No, that's not Christianity. Right. Christianity is actually dying to our needs so that we can live for other people, so that we can live freely, so that we can live the life that Christ lived. That's what He does for us. That's the darkness that He breaks, is this need that we have to live. He dies freely so that we can die freely and live as a free gift of God.
And what an opportunity that we as Christians have here in North Carolina and South Carolina, Virginia, wherever else the storm is going to go, to be able to share that love of Christ through action, through no matter what happens. If we need to go and be helpers to rebuild in various ways, that's such a wonderful thing that we can do.
Bring on the storm.
In the name of Christ, exactly, yeah. So.
And Lord, be with us, protect us, meet all of our needs, especially the need of our heart, to live for love in Jesus.
Let it be so.
Be well.